Okay, there we go. And then that's Christina. Hi, Christina. Thank you so much for agreeing to this hangout time. I have to go between glasses and no glasses so that I can read what is on the screen. So, anyways, my name is Daphne, and I'm not going to take a lot of your time because I know we're all super busy. So I just wanted to welcome everyone and say thank you, first of all, for deciding to come to Christina's Trades of Hope Hangout. So basically, what Christina and I know each other from homeschooling. So curious if you homeschool or if you do public school or you have no kids or they're in college, whatever. I'd love to hear more about you. So please drop in the chat, maybe how you know Christina or if you homeschool or whatever like that, so I can get to know you better. Christina has been a faithful customer with Trades of Hope for a while. I've actually been a Trades of Hope partner for is it 11? What year is this? This is 2025, and I started in 2016. So 9 years. It's been 9 years, and it's pretty amazing that I've done this. So Trades of Hope is all about empowering women out of poverty through sustainable business. We love to create jobs because women do not want charity. They want opportunity. They want to be able to take care of their children. They want to be able to provide a safe place. And in most parts of the world, education is not free. So to be able to afford for them to go to school is a huge deal and a big difference maker in terms of moving out of poverty. As homeschoolers, Christina and I really value education. And if you don't homeschool, I don't mean you don't value it, but what we value is the idea of being able to participate in our children's education. And so because of that, I have gained a great appreciation for educating people about what's going on in the world. And in fact, a funny secret about me is I never wanted to be a teacher. I was a math major, but all my friends were math ed majors because they wanted to be teachers. And I said, no, I'm not going to teach. And then God has a funny sense of humor. I started homeschooling, and then I actually became a math and Bible teacher at Live Oak Academy, where Christina and I both homeschool. You know Christina from from BS. From BSF. I used to do BSF many years ago. Oh, that was such a sweet time in my life when I could do BSF, and love that you also homeschool. Okay, so I told you a little bit about Trades of Hope, and I'm going to keep moving, keep this conversation going. So, so let's see what else. Okay, so we are in 15 different countries. 80% of our artisans are women, 20% are men, actually. But it's statistically shown. There's a website called care.au, so Australia care.au, that if you bring one woman out of poverty, she brings 4 others with her. So it's really important that women are not ignored and given opportunity. We have women who are in extreme poverty in Haiti, and in Haiti, there is, and specifically in Port-au-Prince, where our artisan group is, there is a lot of gang violence. We have women in Asia who have escaped and brought out of brothel situations, and they are now making jewelry and making a name for ourselves. We have women in the Philippines where their husband's work is not enough to cover the bills, and so they're able to make jewelry. We have women and men in Guatemala making beautiful products using their traditional huipil, that's Huipil, huipil, fabrics that is traditional and cultural, and being able to reuse them to make beautiful purses and bags and such. They also have these traditional weaving that they do that can make beautiful dresses and wraps and things, as well as we have in Guatemala an artisan group that makes silver jewelry specifically. And what's so special about the silver jewelry is that this is one of the older bracelets, but they have, which way does it go? This way. They have the fingerprint on it right here. So here's the silver charm right there. And it's got the fingerprint of the artisan. So it gives such a beautiful personal touch. And also in Guatemala, we have coffee. So do you like coffee? If you like coffee, just let me know. Say yes or no, yay or nay to coffee. I'd love to hear about that too, because we have a wonderful coffee blend. It was decided to start doing coffee because this coffee brand, our CEO, Gretchen, she'd been buying coffee from this plantation for years because coffee would make her stomach queasy, and this coffee doesn't. It's very low acidity, so it's super popular, a medium roast. Yes, to coffee, yay! So please check out the coffee from Guatemala. We also have a tea, a green tea, and a cacao tea. Cacao is it's coffee like, no, sorry, it's chocolate kind of flavoring, and I actually like it. I like making the tea and adding some milk to it, so that's really yummy too. I mentioned all of these places in Guatemala because I was actually in Guatemala last October. I had the privilege of being able to go down with other Trades of Hope partners and getting to see all the things. Now, I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but they had coffee ice cream, and I'm totally down with coffee ice cream, so that was delicious. Unfortunately, I could not bring coffee ice cream home with me, but I did bring some coffee to give to friends, as well as they had some chocolate that I was able to take home. And coffee jam. Whoo! I never knew that there was such a thing. So it's like a fruit jam, but they have coffee in it, and that was like the most delicious thing. So if you are in San Jose where I live and want to come over, I will serve you some coffee jam. So if you want to come, just let me know. Just say hi. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit more about just kind of the jewelry or practical side about Trades of Hope, and then tell you some stories. So yeah, totally, coffee jam. It's amazing. I will give you some, Christina. Okay, so Trades of Hope right now is doing something really cool, which is basically having a procured limited set of products every 2 months. So they released it in beginning of February or end of January, and then the set that I'm wearing right now. And a new one is coming up April 1st, so just a few days away. What they're doing that's really cool is they are making it a procured set, so you don't have to think about, well, which jewelry goes with which jewelry. So I have these earrings, and this this mocha color is actually the Pantone color of the year. And then I have this necklace here. So see, the gold goes well with the earring, so it's really easy to match. And it's a silver chain, and it's no big deal to mix and match silver and gold these days. And this is actually a special earring necklace. See, it's the imprint of an elephant. This is one of our giving necklaces. We have a few. So when you go on the website, just look up the giving necklaces section, or you can even do search giving necklaces. And there's a few different products where when you purchase the product, there's also an amount of it that's going to give to some other situation. This one is to feed baby elephants who've been abandoned. So cute. So if you have an animal lover, they would really love this necklace. Other giving necklaces could be education for girls in Haiti, medical care. The key with our giving with Trades of Hope, so Trades of Hope gives 10% away, called Gifts of Hope. The key in how we give is it's always sustainable giving. So for example, the easiest example would be instead of just giving fruit to a person, we would give a fruit tree, because that fruit tree is sustainable. It can keep going, and it teaches them how to harvest the fruit to eat for themselves, as well as harvest the fruit to sell for profit. So it's not just about a handout kind of thing. It's all about long-lasting effects, not short-term solutions. And that's why Trades of Hope exists, to have long-term solutions to break the chains of poverty that take place. In Guatemala, it's just really hard because it's just such an economically poor country. In Haiti, there's a lot of economic orphans because the families simply cannot afford to take care of their children, and so they're given up for adoption. In Asia, these women that have escaped human trafficking, or not escaped, but they've left the human trafficking, someone invited them to make the jewelry, they're no longer known by their past. They're now known by their new identity, that they are artisans, or they become accountants, or they become photographers. So many amazing things. We have 3 minutes left. So those are just the great things about it. I'm going to read to you a little quotation. Here it is. So this is Clara, by the way. I got to meet her when I was in Guatemala. So I just wanted to read to you a couple of stories. So these are pictures of our artisans. Faye in East Asia says, I was taken out of school and trafficked by a relative. One day, someone came to me and told me I could make jewelry instead of selling my body. You've helped bring my self-worth back to me. And then Mosmin in India says, I was married off at a young age, but my husband left me and our 3 children. Trades of Hope is helping us by giving us valuable work to achieve our hopes and dreams. So I'd love to hear in the chat if there's any countries that you visited. And I'm just curious if you've traveled outside the US, or maybe you've traveled to Maryland or Wisconsin, because we actually have artisan groups in the US as well. In Wisconsin, they make a candle that we sell during Christmas time. And in Maryland, in Baltimore area, there is a group that does honey as well as some soap scrubs and things. So yeah. So we are basically almost at the 15-minute mark, and I want to respect your time. I got a little late because this was the first time I've been doing YouTube Live. I was really excited to do something new because usually I do this over Facebook, and I thought, Christina was like, oh, I don't really use Facebook very much. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to be confined to Facebook. YouTube is everyone, so it's super easy to send this link. So how can you help? Well, first of all, you can shop Christina's link, which is in the description of this YouTube link, as well as an email that was sent to you. And Christina also has it, so you can ask her as well. Some other things, if you simply go to the website and sign up for your email right now in March, we're having what's called Feed and Flourish. And Feed and Flourish is basically you sign up an email and a meal will be donated. So even if you're not able to shop, if you could at least do that, then Trace of Hope is using this as an awesome, inspiring idea to be able to feed those who are having trouble making meals for themselves right now. Also, there is some exclusive Haiti art. There are these big pieces of metal art. I have right here the Joy one. But this is nothing compared to what you would see online. There's just these exclusive ones. They're much bigger and they're beautiful colorings. I love the Haiti art. They use steel drums and then they repurpose them. Finally, please consider, after you shop, and keeping in contact with me, because I'd love to hear from you, as well as maybe if you're interested, you could also spread some hope too. April's a great time to host a pop-up too. So thank you so much. Oh, thank you, J.G., and I'm so glad you're going to go shopping now. And thank you so much, Christina, for hosting. Really, I really appreciate you being a faithful shopper and then deciding to tell your friends about it, because I can't rely on Christina to do all the shopping all the time. So the more people that learn more about Trades of Hope, the more that we can shop fair trade and make a difference in the world, knowing that they're earning a living wage. We pay 100% of what the artisans ask for. We don't shortchange them because they need a living. You can't imagine here where you live going, getting underpaid, especially where I live and Christina lives in the Silicon Valley. Can you imagine an engineer being underpaid? No. So why should artisans be underpaid as well? So let's break the cycles of poverty. Let's bring freedom to those who have been trafficked. Let us rise up and stand up with women around the world through fair trade shopping and Trades of Hope. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye.